Hello, dear friends. This is Kira Rudik, member of Ukrainian parliament and leader of the political party Holos. I'm speaking from Kyiv, Ukraine. Today we will talk about yet another massive Russia's attack on Ukraine. We will talk about Iranian deal and what it would mean for the war in Ukraine. And at the end of the video, I'll show you the personal toll that my family and I have taken after this night's attack. So before we start, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment. I read them all, I reply to them, and I really appreciate an opportunity to directly communicate with you, my dear audience. So this night, yet again, Russia has attacked Ukraine, killing at least 11 people and putting dozens into the hospitals, and our prayers are with them. Russia has used about 700 missiles and drones, so they were preparing to this attack. Yet again, they were not targeting military objects, and it was always a civilian infrastructure that was destroyed. But this time is significant because Russia has targeted a 1,000-year-old church in the center of Kyiv, a part of a big complex that is called Kyiv Pechersk Lavra, that is part of the UNESCO World Heritage, and that has been a huge place of worship for millions of Ukrainians and I believe millions of Russians at the time. This is a landmark. It is partially destroyed right now, and it is very hard to assess what kind and how long the renovation should take in. But this attack was not incidental, and we have definitely proved that it was Russian drone copy of the Iranian Shahed drones that targeted this church. It is just hard to express with words what we feel as Christians, as Ukrainians, but I'm more concentrated on what the world feels, because Russia kept telling the world that they are this religious Christian state, which they are obviously not. And right now we have an absolute confirmation that this is what they are doing and that they shouldn't be even considered Christians after what they have committed. We are very concerned about the reaction of the UNESCO World Heritage Organization, hoping that not only they will issue a statement, but they will raise a question about if Russia should be a part of such an organization and influence the ability to preserve certain objects when they are actively targeting and destroying them. Aside of the church, the central film studio of Alexander Dovzhenko, who was Ukrainian film director, and the Museum of Ukrainian Filmmaking, with thousands and thousands of costumes and films that has been destroyed that night as well. Perhaps it wouldn't have such a huge influence on the world, but it has a huge influence on Ukraine's history and our ability at some point to be able to express to our kids what Ukraine is and what Ukraine was. And it is obviously devastating. Meanwhile, President Trump announced that the war with Iran will be over and that there would be a peace deal. And there are hopes that we hear that after this event, he will again concentrate on bringing peace to Ukraine. Well, our position didn't change, no matter how hard it is for us. This is only Putin's way of covering his lack of success at the battlefield. And as of right now, Ukraine's army has a fire control of the land bridge that is going to Crimea, basically being able to stop and cut all kinds of fuels that are going to Crimea, trying to suffocate Russia's army and strip them of the ability to attack us, at least from the south. We really hope that President Trump has learned some lessons from the Iranian war, and that right now his position will change onto putting pressure on Russia and not just keeping pressure on Ukraine. Anyway, even this night didn't break us, and we will continue going on. I cannot begin to tell you how it was just simply in Kyiv, waking up after not having a good night's sleep, talking to people at the coffee shop or just having business meetings, and everybody was checking on everyone, and people were just trying to make it easy on each other, saying, well, what we can do, we will go on. And this is exactly what we are doing. No matter how hard it is, we are trying to go on, trying to support each other, help each other, and continue pushing together, even when it is very hard. So right now, at the end of this video, I will show you something very personal. This is what happened last night, and we were really, really scared and afraid. So this is my kitchen, and here is the window. I think you will see the hole in the window. This is basically a part of a debris that went our way, and it was really, really scary this night. I can tell you one thing. But again, breaking one of my windows would not be enough to pressure us into capitulation. We do not intend to do so. We are exhausted, that's true. It's very hard, that's also true, but it's definitely not the end.